Hello, hello. Happy Friday. It is Erica with Redheaded Princess Designs and Holy Rustic. And today we would paint this barn door interchangeable. So this is one of the kits that is available on our website. Has these cute little wreaths that go in it that you can change out for the seasons. And these wreaths, fun fact, they also fit in, we've got a little basket that they can sit in that you can put on. There's like all different ways that you can use these wreaths, besides just this barn door piece. So I just need to figure out how these go. It's like a puzzle. I don't think that goes right. Oh, okay, those two go like that. I feel like this piece really needs to go there, but it's not going there. Probably should have grabbed a picture. Probably should have grabbed a picture. Okay, there's a bigger heart that sits there. Not really sure how these go. Alright, I might make them. Might do that. I guess will work. I don't think that's exactly how they're supposed to go, but we're gonna work with it. And then maybe we'll put these up here like this. Okay, that'll work. Not sure that that's exactly how they're supposed to look, but it will work. All right, so we're gonna set that to the side right now because the first thing we need to do is paint our barn door. So this is just a little leaner that can lean up against a mantle or a shelf, and then you can put these interchangeable wreaths and things on there. Clogged up. Let's see if we can get some paint out here. There's some. A little more. Alright, we might just. This is really dried paint. Try it this way. So if you're here, say hey, let me know how your Friday is going. Friday. We have a class tonight at Hope Coffee here in Salisbury. It is our date night, paint night. Super fun. And excited for that. Got a full house tonight. I think we've got 32 signed up. So it's going to be a fun class. We're painting love bugs. And there are coffee flights and charcuterie board boxes. So it's going to be a fun evening. And then of course, this weekend is the Super Bowl. Let me know if you're planning on watching the game or you're having people over. You have plans for the Super Bowl? I don't usually watch the game, but we are going to have a Taylor Swift party. My husband is not aware that that's the kind of party we're having, but that's what we're doing. Okay, so this part of the door doesn't show through a whole lot. So think, I'll look and see, and I don't think that top edge, yeah, it doesn't show at all. So just the wire. So I'm going to add in just a little bit of white streaks here on our wood. I think I will dry this just because that paint is so thick. I don't want to, the white's not gonna, if I dry brush it, it's gonna drag. So I want to dry it really well so that it doesn't drag so much. Last night I took a cookie decorating class with my friend Kat, which was so much fun. If you are local, I highly recommend you check out the Whimsical Cookie. Amanda is so sweet and she did such a good job. She teaches actually at the winery, one of the wineries that I teach at each month, which is Bear City, downtown New Albany. So it was a lot of fun. We had a good time and our cookies turned out really great. So. Alright, just making sure this is dry so that I can dry brush some white on here. Okay, so dry my brush off, little bits of white at a time. Wipe most of the paint off on my plate, and then I'm just going to go up and down. And this will just kind of give us more of a weathered wood look. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna paint the wire, the chicken wire that's here in the door. Those two little pieces out. I think I'll just make this a really light silvery gray. Hard time this morning deciding what to paint today, but I decided that I really should get this done before Valentine's Day, so we went with it. All right, I think this silver is going to need a little bit of base. I'm going to grab a little bit of black. We'll add just a dot of that black in there. All right. We'll just come right down to this edge. I'm using this sponge because this is tiny little pieces here with this wider look, and I do not want to have to worry about the paint getting pushed all in everything with the paintbrush. Good morning, Opal. How are you today? Happy Friday. Feeling really tired today. I'm gonna need some caffeine. I'm exhausted this morning. Thinking maybe I'll put some of that copper on here like we do when we do the galvanized metal look, just to kind of break up the color. Since I did black and gray down here, I don't really want, it's a lot of gray right now. So if we add a little bit of that copper in spots, might just give it a little more color and help this chicken wire have a little texture and look fun. All right, that piece needs to come out. All right, if you ever get your designs, sometimes all these little pieces don't get popped out when they get pulled off the laser bed. So you can just take something and just kind of poke them out and throw them away. good. I like Friday. Glad the sun is shining. I agree. Yes, that sun has been so amazing. All right, I need to find my bronze. Not seeing it. Let me grab the bronze here. Hang on. I think we'll try some of this rich espresso. Nope, second thought, we're gonna try this chocolate. I don't remember which one I used last time. And I feel like it was labeled bronze and I don't see it over here, so we'll try this one. This is just Decor Metallics. It's called chocolate. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that on my sponge. And I'm not going to do a full coverage of this. I'm just going to kind of tap in some spots. I don't really feel like that's dark enough. I don't know. We'll see. It's looking really light. Sometimes these metallic paints are so thin and not very pigmented that it can be hard to get a good color with them. I'm not liking that. Let's try this. I don't know that this is much of a different color. I'm gonna try it. Maybe we are. Really wish I remembered which one I used last time. That looks like the same color. I don't know. I just have to deal with it. I don't really want it to be super shiny. I just want it to have some color besides the gray. Yeah, that's okay. It's got a little bit of color. It's not amazing, but it's really hard to see on the camera. But it does have a little bit of color, so we'll take it. Okay, so we're going to set that to the side. I'm not worried about this top edge here because that's covered up with our panel here, so that will be fine. I just need to decide what color. I'm thinking I'm going to go more white and less black on this piece. So we'll do white and then dry brush the gray or the black in. So it's not so dark. You could paint these doors in any color. How big is that door? How big is it? I think it's a little over 12 inches. It's bigger than 12 inches. I think it's actually closer to 18 maybe. I don't have a measuring tape right here. And I don't remember how big it cut, but grab a piece of paper. Here's a normal size piece of paper. So yeah, I'd say it's 18 inches. Because that would be 11. That paper would be 8.5 by 11, so I'm pretty sure they're closer to 18. It's a good size. Probably be the last Valentine's Day piece that we do. And then I will start, ooh, I picked up black. Yeah, it's a nice size oval. It's not too small, but we'll probably start doing some Easter stuff next week. Ooh, yesterday we did announce the BOGO winner for the month of February. You guys voted, and the Bloom word block won. So you can grab those on the website. Buy two get one, or buy one get one free if you use the code. Just go check out the post, because there is a post with the code and stuff in it. You do have to add 2 to your cart in order to get one for free, and then you have to put the code in there, so don't forget that. Put 2 in your cart, put the code on, and it'll take the price of 1 off. So you'll buy one get one free, which is a great way to have a little paint night at home with some friends. Good morning, Monica. So I'm just base coating this in this white. If you are a messy painter or you're really worried about those edges, you may want to do these smaller cross beams with a sponge rather than the brush. I'm not going to stress about it. We're just going to go with it. I am getting some paint in the corners and stuff though, which is hard to not do. Okay, now that we've got that, we're going to dry brush a little bit of black on here. Not much, just a little bit. Okay, and we're going to be intentional about the way that the wood would go. So over here, it would go up and down. And then same thing on this side. Up and down. Okay, but then here, this piece of wood would go left to right. Would go up and down. And this one would go left to right. So by being very intentional about the way that you're pulling your brush, you're going to create more of that wood look than you would if you just went, you know, left to right on everything or up and down on everything. Takes a little more time, but I think it's totally worth it in the end. All right, we're gonna do diagonal and diagonal, and then we'll touch these guys up down here. Real light pressure, just pull your brush. Not very much paint on there at all. Okay, so there is our weathered door. Now, we've got our little handle, which I think we'll just do in that black bronze color, since that is already on our sponge. And that's going to set over here like so. And then there is some little round details on this window frame that we can paint in. So I'm looking to see. I think I'll just use the bottom of this brush. And we'll just We use that black bronze color that we used on the handle. And just paint those in. Okay. May add just one little white highlight right here on our handle. There we go. All right. Black paint all over my hands. So that is our door. It's gonna go like this. Cute. All right, we can go, let's go ahead and glue that together. And then we'll work on the little wreath that's gonna go on the front. I just smudged that. Oh, it wasn't quite dry. I thought it was. But it was not. Alright. I'm gonna try not to do that again. This might not work well for me. Remember, you just need a little bit of glue, not very much. I'm just hitting the big points here. Alright. And then we're gonna glue this puppy down. And it just matches up on the edges. So you just square them all up. Alright, so that's glued. And then we've got our, this glue is going everywhere. We've got our little door handle here. I'm gonna put the lid back on that because it's just oozing out. Alright, so these just match up with the little etched lines that are in there for you. And then I'll just put a little bit of glue on the back of the handle and stick that down right there. A little much glue. Okay. So that is our cute little door leaner. Okay. So this looks great. Just kind of leaned up against a wall or a shelf or whatever. And then you've got the interchangeable wreaths that are going to go on here. Whoops. Okay. And now that I'm thinking about it, I bet, I'm silly, but I bet these little circles are actually where we're going to put the Velcro for the wreath. Oh, I didn't think about that before. But it's fine. They can be painted. It'll be okay. All right, we've got our little Loads of Love wreath with our cute little basket and our hearts. So we will start with the greenery. I think that paint is empty. Alright, let's grab a not empty green. I'm going to grab a lighter green and a darker green. So that we can do some. So it's not all one color. Okay. I need to take these brushes out today and wash them. They have been sitting here all week. Alright, so I'm going to grab some of that lighter green and I'm just going to start painting my leaves. I'm thinking I'll do all the light leaves and then come back and do all the dark leaves. I'm just kind of alternating here, and some of that dark green, excuse me, is showing up in my paint. I put them very close together on my plate, so I'm picking up some dark green here and there. I'm not going to stress about it. It's going to be fine. And I'm just kind of following the leaf shape here. Now, I will be perfectly honest, I did not pull a photograph of this design before I sat down this morning, and it has been a minute since I've looked at it. So, I could 100% be putting these hearts in the wrong place on the wreath, but we're just going to go with it. I'm not going to worry about it, okay? No one will know. Everyone will know, but it's fine. Okay, so there is all my light green. Now I'm going to come in with my dark green. And I did not rinse off my brush. I don't want, I don't know that I want like a solid dark green. I just want some variation in the colors of my leaves. There we go. Ooh, that guy got a little crazy. Sorry. So good. You certainly could paint this just like one shade of green. Good morning, Lynn. All right. So, don't forget you have until the 13th to use your Valentine's Day code for $10 off 2 or more tickets to one of our in-person events. So any of the classes that we hold, now you cannot use it on any of the classes we do with the Clarksville Parks Department, the Charlestown Parks Department, because they run those on their website, so I can't give you a discount code for those tickets. But any tickets on my website, you can use that coupon code for and get $10 off. With the idea being that you will grab a friend and come with a friend, but you certainly could just buy 2 tickets for yourself. That's fine too. All right, I'm just adding in a little bit of white. I wasn't loving those lighter green leaves so much. So just trying to tone them down just a little bit here. The dark green leaves ended up with a lot of variation in them, and the light green leaves were looking a little boring. Don't want boring leaves. All right. Now I think I'm just kind of messing. That looks good. If there's any spots that I really hate, you can always put a heart over top of it. Okay. So we've got that. We're going to put our little basket. Little basket is going to go right here. This is loads of love. So let's just paint this guy brown. I go with a nice light brown. I don't want it to be too dark. Parts of our door are pretty dark, so I don't want to. I want this to be a little lighter, a little brighter. I want it to pop. So I'm just going to go over all those etched lines. And then these brushes really need a bath. We're going to pull in a little bit of the white with some brown. And just kind of go right down those basket lines. Just to give it a little more shape. There we go. Cute. Okay. I feel like I need to paint behind the parts in this basket because it is going to show, and that may be because I don't have these parts in the right spots, but We're just going to put some paint back there. I'm going to use some teal. And just use this brush here. So I'm just going to put some teal back here. Not real sure what that's supposed to look like, but we're just going to go with it. Brighten it up. I love my teal with my Valentine's Day, so I think it just makes that pink pop. Alright, so there is that. Whoops. Lord have mercy. Okay. In the cup. There we go. Debating what color I want to do the words. If I should just do them in black. Or if we should change it up. What do you think? Should we do black words? Teal words? Teal might be pretty. Teal might be pretty. All right, let's try it. We've already got the teal, so why not? Oh, I don't. Well, now that I'm looking at that, I'm like, I don't know about the teal near the green of the leaves. If we hate it, we'll paint it black. I don't love it. What do you think? I don't like the teal with the green. Alright, we're going to let that dry a second. We're going to paint it black. Change that thought. Alright, we're going to do our pink and red hearts while we're waiting for that to dry for a moment. I'm going to crack up some pinks and some reds here. We'll do up these hearts. Yeah, opal, I agree. It needs to be black. I really like teal, but I think with that green, it just doesn't give a Valentine's Day vibe. So we'll do our little hearts. There is still glitter all over from where we used the glitter the other day. Keep picking glitter up in all my paint. I don't know how many hearts were supposed to be in this little basket here, but this does not seem like enough. Could be wrong. It just doesn't seem like enough. And then a little basket of hearts. Cat is getting into the box of shrink wrap paper. All right, and then we have all these extra little hearts that are just going to go around on our little wreath here. Like so, and this is where I said earlier, if there was a piece that, a green leaf that I really hated, I could always just put a heart over top of it. Because these, I don't think they have any real, there's no etching or anything that says you have to put them here. So you can kind of put them wherever you want. may have to do one of those corally pink ones in a different color. I may have painted. They may be, they're really close together here. I don't want them like, I want to be sure we've got some variation in the colors. There we go. Maybe we'll do it like so, and then our little basket goes down here. That looks cute. 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 All right, we need to redo our words. So let's do those in black. Because yes, the teal just isn't working for us. That's much better. Took about half of the Creative Outlet boxes to the post office yesterday and got those shipped out. So if you are in the Creative Outlet Club and your payment has already processed, you should be seeing those come in the mail here in the next couple days. Good morning, Karen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so let's touch that green up, and I think we can glue everything down. Maybe. Look at our messy glue over here. I don't know what it must have been squeezed a little bit when I opened it because it just started going everywhere. And then don't forget, we've got our BOGO of the month is the little bloom word block set, which is so cute and so different from a lot of the things we already have on the website. So you can buy one and get one free. Makes a great little crafting night with your friends at home. So you can get those ordered. You'll just have to use the code, put 2 in your cart and use the code. And I'm not 100% sure what the code is off the top of my head right now. But it is in a post here on the page, or I can add it to the comments for you later when we get done. Okay, just lining those words up. There we go. I think they're right. Okay. And then we have lots of fun classes coming up. So, like I said, this will probably be the last. I've got my last Valentine's Day class tonight. And this will probably be the last of Valentine's Day kit that I paint here on the page. And it will be time to start moving on to Easter. Fun Easter things cut for us to paint together. So I'm excited about those. All right, I need a tiny brush. And we'll add some details, of course. I need to touch, I got a little bit of, that pink must be wet somewhere. Just smudged it just a smidge right there. Okay. I'm gonna go with it. Just add our little details. And then don't forget to use your Valentine's Day code to get $10 off 2 or more paint class tickets for our local events. There's so many fun classes out there. So our Highland Cow classes are filling fast. They're each over halfway full already, so don't wait for that. Make sure you save your spot for those if you want to come paint our cute little cow. Oh, I picked up some black. Oh well. Oh well. It will be okay. Sometimes you just have to embrace it. All right, I'm gonna do a little highlight here on my basket. These hearts here. Couple little dots. Because we know I like to add the dots. And then, you know, why not? Let's just put a few little leaf highlights around. When we do that, I'm going to go pull the example picture and see how well I did here without looking at it. I think it looks cute regardless. Okay, should we add maybe a few swipes of white to the words? Why not? It's kind of hard to do with the words being upside down here. Alright, so I'm just adding a few little details on my words, and then I think we will be finished. Looks good to me. Alright, let's dry it. And then let's see what it looks like on our door. So like I said at the beginning, this guy has several different pieces that you can put him on. He's got, there's a basket, like a tobacco looking basket, one of those square baskets that you can put him on. You can, I don't remember what else there is. There's the barn door, maybe a window. I feel like there's one more thing, but I'm not sure what it is off the top of my head. But lots of different options that you can get these interchangeable wreaths with. But today, here's our door. We did this cute little barn door. So what I will do is I will grab some Velcro and put them in these 4 spots here, and then Velcro on the back of this, and it'll just go right there on our little door. And then you can lean it up against a shelf or whatever, and you have a cute little interchangeable. And then for Easter, we'll just paint the little Easter one, pull that off, and pop the new one on. So cute. I love it. It is good size. It's about 18 inches. I think is what we determined. So it is a good size. I really love this piece. I think it's lots of fun. But just know, it does not have a stand. It's not going to stand perfectly straight. It is a... Set that down. It is a leaning piece. So it's going to lean against a wall or a counter or whatever. Wherever you put it, it needs somewhere to lean a little bit. And then you just put your little wreaths on the front door there. So cute. Well, anyways, I hope you're having an amazing Friday. Don't forget to go grab your BOGOs. Don't forget to go grab your paint class tickets with the coupon code. Go enjoy some sunshine today. Paint something, have fun. And I will catch you guys next week. If I don't see you at tonight's class, I will see you sometime next week. Have an amazing Friday, and I will catch you later. Bye, y'all.